Hey guys, and welcome back to 5-9 Gaming. Round 1 of the International Tournament of Power is in the books, and we have both team captains here in the studio to talk about how things went down. First up, we have the current winning team captain, Talon. What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's going on? Woo woo! Hashtag Team JP.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys are killing it out there. And of course, we have the global team captain, the Masked Negan. How are you doing, man?
Yo, how's it going, everybody?
It's great to have you both. And again, to everybody who's watching, if you guys have not seen the 4 parts of this race, go ahead and check that out on the channel before going further with this video, because we're going to go into spoiler territory. Right now, JP has 3 wins and Global has 1, unfortunately. Hopefully, in the round 2, Global is going to start picking things up. So, to go ahead and start some more things off, we know, Negan, you were in the opening match of the tournament where you lost against Sunblade. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, my friend. The comment section was very vocal about you misplaying with physical Vegito Blue. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so obviously I've watched the match back a few times to try and, figure out exactly where things went wrong. And it's something that I saw those comments. I didn't feel at the time like I was misplaying. Like, I can kind of see where people get that idea straight away. Because the thing most people are talking about is, I think it was the second fight, because we were on the fusion stage, Gogeta and Gotenks, and I used a Ghost Usher on a turn where I had Vegito Blue. And in my mind, obviously, when you're doing these races, you've got to make these like split-second decisions. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'll use a Ghost Usher because I just want Vegito Blue to pop off and potentially do multiple super attacks, but I don't want to have to then sit and watch him do his counter animation multiple times. So in my mind, I thought that was a good idea. And then, of course, when I watched the race back, I saw on Sunblade's side of things, his VB was basically critting on like every single counter and just absolutely destroyed Gogeta and Gotenks. So his counter animation, obviously now that I'm watching it back, is really not that long. So I really should have just gone for it and let him do his thing, because obviously he's a unit that, like a lot of people would do for counter units, I gave him a ton of crit. So yeah, he probably could have, very quickly sped up that part of the race for me. And just unfortunately, in that split-second moment, I made the wrong decision. And unfortunately, I got the L. But I mean, Sunblade is a professional speedrunner, so I don't feel as bad for losing to him.
Well, you are our super battle-road king, so does that mean that Sunblade's the new king? What's going on with that little title?
That's always been about the no item runs. It's got nothing to do with races.
Cool. Awesome, good, because you do deserve your crown, man. So it happens. And then moving on to Talon, so you wanted your match against Tiger when, Fight's flexing on his part, turning things around right at the wire. What are your thoughts on the match?
Okay, so I mean, first off, with any of these races, no matter what, there's always a factor of RNG. I mean, listening to my competitor team captain here about what he did with the Vegito Blue and everything, I think actually a lot of people probably would have made that same move just because, if you got supered in the beginning, you could potentially die and lose the race and everything. And then obviously that goes into a lot of other factors where, are you getting super attacked all the time? Are you having everyone attack in one spot? Are your additionals going off? Are your crits going off and everything? So there's a lot of RNG to it and everything. And that was the fact with my race against Tiger. And I was just like, oh my God, like this guy's already at the second race or the second battle. And I'm just like, there's no way I'm going to come back from this. Like, I'm trying my best, but like my LRs are not getting additionals, they're not getting criticals, nothing. The orb placement was not working out. And then he activated the active skill, if I remember correctly, in the second battle. I might be wrong on that, but I believe he did. And then when he did it in the third battle, I was just like, oh, this might be my chance to catch up. And I'm like, dude, I'm done. He's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am done. And it turns out that active skill and him flexing on it was the key and the nail in the coffin to bring another win to JP. So
I cannot believe it. Tiger, what happened to you, buddy? I don't not gonna that's what happens when you flex, man. It's it comes back to bite you.
It can come back to bite you in the butt. So you got to be careful there.
It does. Yep. And then we did have a third match as well. We had the JP star Whale Nolar defeat Gale in a very not a very nice manner.
Let's not throw anyone else under the bus right now, man. Let's just move on from that one. That was man, that was.
Negan, is there any rebuttals to that match you got to say, Captain?
No, so I mean, obviously, the way the teams are kind of structured is both teams have their, heavy hitter. JP has Nolar, we have Goresh. Throughout the competition, hopefully, we'll be able to give the other teams Whale some competition. But Gale did his best. He is much less of a Whale than I think almost anybody in the tournament. So it is very unfortunate that he got placed up against Nolar in round one. Because I think like some of us, even though no one other than Goresh probably has a box that can stand up to Nolar, but Gale, unfortunately, is probably it was the worst matchup possible for him. So unfortunately, I can't hold it against him. It's kind of what we would have expected. We were hoping maybe we could get some sort of clutch miracle, but I think most people probably would have expected, even Gale himself, if we're going to be honest, that Nolar would pick up the W there. So,
yeah, Gale, I'm sorry, man. You did good.
You tried. You tried.
It wasn't fair. It wasn't a fair matchup. Then we did have a fourth match with Goresh and Jinro, which it seems that Global did get a win here with Goresh coming through. So, Talon, did this surprise you when you saw the match?
I was a little surprised at first, just simply because I know Jinro took advantage of having the Tech Jiren available to him. For any global players who have not had the chance to see any of his kind of gameplay, the dude works numbers in Super Battle Road. Like he does damage. I watched the video, and when I watched it, obviously they all started at the same time and everything. No issues there, but Goresh just he popped off. He was just like boom, boom. He took out two of those brothers in the first two turns. And Jinro was playing a little bit more conservative. I think he was being a lot, more tactical and careful about it. And he even says that in the video himself. He's like, yeah, I probably should not have been doing this and everything. And he actually does start to catch up, but because there were a couple of misplays by Goresh, but in the end, Goresh just still pulled the win out. So, who knows what would happen if they redid it and Jinro did not do that. That's all in the past. But I did notice that when I watched it. So,
yeah, I noticed the same thing. Well, all these matches were great. So that does conclude the first round of the 4 matches. And now we are glad to let you guys know that there's going to be a round 2 starting very soon. And here are the pairings. The first match that we have going on is actually Goresh versus Sunblade. And that's going to be the Resurrected Warriors. And so just to clarify, this is all going to be Super Bad Road, correct?
Yep.
For round 2, same deal. Awesome. In match 2, we will have the captains go one-on-one in the Pure Saiyan stage. So before we, you guys got any any comments to mention about that one?
So, Talon, I know you love this category, right? So,
yeah. Not a fan of the category, but I gotta represent JP, and you know what, dude? You're going down. I'm sorry, it's just gonna happen, all right? You're going down. We're gonna take the win again. It's just gonna happen.
I guess we will have to see.
The smack is here.
I know, right?
The smack is here.
Well, Talon and I have raced each other a couple of times in the past, and we've both gotten wins. So I'm definitely going to be interested to see how this one is going to go, because Pure Saiyans, obviously, whilst we kind of rag on the official leaders, the physical or AGL Vegetas, the category is so huge. There are so many different options for teams that you could actually bring. So it's going to be very interesting to see what teams that we actually settle on. But obviously, considering my round 1 performance, I'm really gonna be trying this time, Talon. So you better watch out. I'm gonna be going all out. So. And
I think there'll be a little bit of pride on the line for both of us, because it's almost gonna be like a personal tiebreaker for both of us. So I think we're really gonna be trying extra hard, man. So I wish you nothing but the best of luck, but I'm gonna kick your butt anyway. So
awesome. You love to hear it. You love to see it.
We will see.
Dokkan at its finest. And then we do have a match 3 with Nolar versus Tiger on the full Power stage. And then the last one for round 2 will be Jinro versus Gale on the Future Saga stage. So captains, we could throw some predictions here. Some quick ones. What are some of your predictions for these upcoming matches?
I don't know. You take it away, man, on this one. I'm not really sure about some of these.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the last 2 matches are going to be the first match is Goresh, so obviously he's our whale, so hopefully he is going to pull it out again. And then of course match 3 is Nolar versus Tiger. So maybe if Tiger can take the constructive criticism that we've got over since the first match. I know, whilst, like I said before, no one else on our team, I guess apart from Goresh, are kind of in that same whale level as Nolar. I know Tiger has a very stacked box. And as Talon said earlier, one of the things that always comes into play in Super Battle Road is the sheer amount of RNG, not just from your team, but like where the enemy attacks are placed and stuff. So I wouldn't say it's out of the realms of possibility that Tiger could take down Nolar. And then, of course, the final match is Jinro and Gale. So, again, as we said, Gale, slightly more of a free-to-play player. But, I mean, hey, anything could happen in Super Battle Road. So, I guess we'll have to see. So, we'll be counting on Goresh to bring in that W against Sunblade. Hopefully, I'll be taking down Talon. And then we can start, clawing it back a little bit. So,
Very cool. Very cool. Talon, now, any comments you want to make on any of these?
I think they're going to be definitely interesting matchups. I mean, seeing something like Sunblade, who is a actual professional speedrunner in other games, versus the whale that is Goresh, that will definitely be a very entertaining match, I think. Again, Ningen and I already talked about our match, and then with Nolar, that will definitely be a very interesting match against Tiger. If Tiger does not try to flex with the active skills, I think that will definitely make things a lot closer. But I will also say, for my teammate Nolar, just get Tiger talking, and you're basically got this match in the bag. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, you guys heard it here. It seems that round 2 is going to have a lot of great matches. So make sure to be subscribed to the channel for the round 2. So there we have it. Round 2 of the International Tournament of Power will be starting this coming week. And Global is very hungry for a comeback. We could see some big comeback plays. Hopefully, here's hoping. I am a Global main, so of course I gotta be there for the Global boys. Let us know down below if you guys are Team Global or Team JP, and we'll see you guys back here with the action unfolds on 5-9 Gaming. And one last message: if you guys have not followed us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and the Facebook page, we also have a subreddit. Check out all of those in the links in the description, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody, and peace out.
see ya.
Later.